We've all said, I don't know what to do. We had a big decision to make, a problem to solve. And it seems true at the moment, you actually don't know. But is it that simple? Our I don't know what to do very often hides a different sentence, the one that we don't want to say out loud. Like, I'm afraid. Where your fear is, there is your task. These are not my words, but they are very useful here. Fear is a source of information, especially when you're at the crossroads and all you have is, I don't know what to do. What if instead you ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Losing stability, taking the risk, the outcome, the new reality? If you figure out what you're afraid of, you can also figure out if it's even worth your fear. Because very often, the worst case scenario not only rarely happens, if ever, but also if it happens, it's not the end of the world. Your I don't know what to do can also be I am attached. We have trouble distancing ourselves from the situations we're involved in, from who we are, from what we do. It's like when you say I am a lawyer instead of I practice law. No one really says I practice law. But maybe they should, because it can change perspective dramatically. Different emotional attachment and a very different starting point when making any difficult decision or just any decision. And it's not only your career. Look at the difference between I am responsible and I have a responsibility. If you are responsible and a few people want things from you at the same time, you have to deliver to all of them. And then you're feeling guilty because you can't be at the same time in two places. But if you have a responsibility, then some things are easier to prioritize because maybe your responsibility towards your child is greater than towards your employer. It becomes much easier to choose. And suddenly, your I don't know what to do is easier to solve. I have contradicting needs. What if you're trying to decide if you want to take your dating to the next level and make it official? You want to be in a relationship, but the girl you're dating, she's alright. You just kinda want her to be prettier, better at XYZ. But you still want a relationship, just not with this person, but this person is available right now, and you want the relationship right now. See the problem? Or when you're trying to decide if you should change a job. On one hand, you want to leave, but on the other, a promotion would be nice. You don't want to deal with the change, but something new sounds pretty interesting. It's not really that we don't know what to do. We know what options we have. We just don't know which one is more important because we're stuck with I don't know what to do. And that doesn't solve any problems. I don't want to disappoint others. We all like to think that we make choices that are best for us. Or as an alternative, best for us, taking into account what others feel. But it's not always true. Very often we make choices primarily based on what others want from us and what they think about us. It's really not that uncommon. Whole professions are built on this. When you don't know what to do, the unspoken question very often is, what do they expect me to do? And then you act on that. They meaning parents, coworkers, teachers, friends, everyone around. That's probably the most tangible when we're young and we're choosing a career path. Everyone knows what the best choice is. But the real question is, do I know what's best for me? And we don't really try to figure out what's best for us on a daily basis either. It's like you agree to go out with friends in a week, and then that meeting arrives, you don't want to go anymore, but, well, you don't want to disappoint, so you don't know what to do. But when you realize that it's about not wanting to disappoint other people, you have much more options to solve the problem than when you just don't know what to do. I want certainty. Plain old simple, if I knew how this is gonna go, I'd know what to do. Well, we can't know, but we can do a very useful thing. When standing in front of a big decision or any decision, you can ask yourself, if taking into consideration who I am today, what I know today, what information is available to me today, am I making the best choice possible? If the answer is yes, then however it's gonna go, well, there was no other choice to make in this day. We have a lot of I don't know what to do in our lives, and they are hiding different needs and different feelings. It's just the problem with I don't know is that it's pretty useless on its own. You can't really do anything about it until you realize that it's just a key to solving a deeper problem.